Old flesh, dirt, maggots, and ghosts. Our job is to keep them where they belong. It's your first night, so you'll need this. A ghostly lantern for ghastly tinkering. You'll learn to peer into the souls of the dead. You'll learn how to twist them. Meet me in the Necropolis. You can pilfer shiny things from a corpse, but you can pilfer glorious things from a soul. I need a gravedigger. The job's hard, but the pay's good. What do you say?
Something moves in the mists. Something sinister. Thorn. Rot. Plague. And claw. The affliction spreads. It hungers for more. Tread lightly in the wildwood, which shifts and bites. Accept our help, the ancient power of the Azmiri. Beware the spirits that yearn for freedom, and the heart of evil that waits in the dark.
Ready yourself. I will be waiting.
Souls such as yours do not go quietly into the night. They thirst for battle. They yearn to prove themselves. Welcome to the halls of the dead. Earn your place among us. Under Hinikorda's watchful eye, test your mettle against the greatest warriors who ever lived. Prove yourself in the trial of the ancestors. In the end, only one can become champion. Will it be you?
Hail, one of many. Eons ago, my kind walked the molten surface of this world. Now, we seek a champion. You must endure the heat of the Crucible. To forge weapons unlike any Wraeclast has ever seen. Take up the power of the Titans and bring obliteration.
Many have met their fate here in the shade of Fell Shrine. So, step lightly. For here you are bound by new rules. My rules. Each step with gold to tempt you. A foe to wound you. A curse to spite you. But do not give up, for vast riches await the bold. Pillage this sanctum if you must. And one day you may uncover its secrets.
Exile, you have wandered far to arrive at the shores of my lake. A hidden realm I have overseen for longer than time itself. These waters harbor deadly secrets. Wraeclast is reflected here. Reassemble it as you see fit. But the mirror distorts reality. Beware the image that strikes back. The lake calls to you, exile. Will you endure? Or will you drown?
In the wake of your power, something has arisen. Dark sentinels, hungry for a share. But these cruel constructs can be harnessed. Take them, bind them to your will. Test and tinker, combine and reconfigure. And together, you will find your fortune. Some sentinels are powerful. Others are dangerous. But in a world with shifting stars, monstrous new threats, and valuable treasures, you will need them. The Sentinels await your command.
Cirrus is dead. Zana has chosen exile. But the Atlas of Worlds remains a beacon for eldritch horrors. We imprisoned the Elder. We placated the Maven. We've been preparing for the arrival of another, but we never expected four. They embody insatiable hunger, crushing darkness, searing flame, merciless wrath. If we don't stop them, they will consume everything. This is a war for our very existence. Here. Stand with us, or we will all perish.
The day the demons found our world, the innocent were first to die. They approach your world, your Wraeclast. You must take the fight to them. Embrace the power of chaos. Become more than mortal. Face the nightmare. They are ravenous. They are endless. They are the Scourge.
Many centuries ago, our people traveled to this accursed continent. We return to reclaim our lost relics. But Wraeclast grips its secrets tightly. We must wrench them from its grasp. You know violence, we know trade. Retrieve our relics and we'll strike a deal. We will follow the path of our forebears to discover their unknown fate. They wait, shrouded in darkness, for one who may finally challenge them. Wealth and power will be yours, should you survive our expedition.
You only live once, Exile. Make your choice. A simple ultimatum. Leave with your life and a meager reward, or risk it all for a chance at ungodly riches. For each trial you accept, the challenge grows. But fail, and leave with nothing. Reap the reward you deserve. Ultimate reward requires ultimate risk. Face the ultimatum.
What drives you, Exile? Is it justice? Revenge? Honor? No. It is power. We felt your deeds. Felt their shockwaves ripple through the void. You have our attention. Now you must keep it. Your limits will be tested. Break them. Do what is thought impossible, and the Atlas will follow. themselves would bear silent witness. How far will you bend before you break?
Thank you, everyone, for being on time. We have a lot to cover. The mark is in the rear of the dining hall. Cast, you're up first. You'll need to crack the lock and get us inside. Once we're in, Talina will use the vents to bypass patrols. There's a steel barrier that blocks access to the hall. Tibbs, can you handle it? Great. Then Isla just needs to bridge the gap. There's enough in that bunker for all of us to live very comfortably. If we stick to the plan, we should have no trouble at all. If we stick to the plan.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. In this new league, you will plan and execute elaborate heists. Travel to the Rogue Harbour and hire a crew of thieves to perform tasks such as lockpicking, demolition, and transportation. Break into a secure facility and be careful not to trigger the alarm. Bypass security measures and infiltrate the vault containing a valuable artifact. Make a mad dash back to the extraction point to lock in your haul. Use your cut of the profits to obtain a blueprint, uncover escape routes, and train your crew as you plan the ultimate job, executing a grand heist. Choose your payoff from exclusive new items such as alternate quality gems, trinkets, body and weapon enchantments, replica unique items, experimented base types, and more. Plan your escape on September 18th.
Though this land is shrouded in pain and darkness, it teems with life. Behold this sacred grove. With forethought, we may bend life to our will, to remake the world as we see fit. But beware, nature protects itself. But do not forget, whatever you sow, you must harvest.
In the Harvest League, seek out the seed cache in every area you explore. Take its seeds through Oshabi's portal to the Sacred Grove. Sow those seeds to grow dangerous and rewarding monsters. When they are ready for harvest, slaughter them and extract their life force. Use this life force to easily craft powerful items. Store the leftover life force to fertilize higher tiers of seeds. Discover rare seeds that yield exotic crafting options or dangerous endgame bosses. In addition to many new items and skills, this expansion also contains major revamps to the passive skill tree, war cries, slam skills, brands, and over 50 unique items. The harvest begins on June 19.
What will you find in the darkest reaches of your mind? Come, step into my world of twisted illusion. Witness the birth of fear. Move quickly through the mists of madness. There's fiends and horrors beyond all reason. And if you're lucky, you'll be rewarded with power beyond all reckoning. A little madness may expand your mind. Your greed will be your downfall. So come, exile, and experience my final wonderful delirium.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. Touch the mirror of delirium and your nightmares will manifest as reality. Existing enemies gain terrifying abilities and new foes emerge from the mists. Plunge deeper into the delirium to seek deadlier terrors and even greater rewards. Delirium affects all Path of Exile content to greatly increase its risk and return. Consume orbs of delirium to put entire maps into a state of delirium. Each orb increases the intensity and adds a new reward type. Combine splinters from these maps to reveal delirium's mysterious endgame encounter. Grow your passive skill tree by placing cluster jewels in its outermost sockets. Craft these jewels to improve their passives, add one of 280 new notables, or graft additional sockets and exclusive keystone passives. Experience Delirium on Friday the 13th of March.
Take a clean knife and cut a sample of flesh. Repeat 4 times. Mix the 5 samples in an aquaformatic solution. Heat. Stand back. The intrinsic darkness will make itself known. Observe its anger, its aggression. Observe its changing form. Never comfortable to stay in one shape for long. It will try to kill you. Best not let it. Plunge the clean knife repeatedly. Try more heat. More! Perfect. Only every living creature to go.
Listen carefully.
for this is important. I worked with a group of exiles once, much like yourselves. Together, we faced a terrible evil that plagued the Atlas and threatened our world. Through great perseverance, we were able to defeat the Elder. But it wasn't enough. They kept going back. Over and over, again and again. There was something inside them that could never be satisfied. They sought more power, more prestige. They sought to rule and conquer those strange lands. Each time they returned, I feared more and more what they were becoming. So I did what I thought was right. I sealed them in the Atlas. Forever. They found a way back.
The gods are dead. But left on their own, men will always seek to take their place.
Criminals! Your sentence is to be hanged from the neck until dead. Let your souls feed the first ones, and your bodies feed the land.
The only result is pain and death.
The demon is escaping! Kill her!
Get her! Fell, and already corruption spreads like a plague through these shattered lands. Wretched malevolence lurks in the shadows. It is our calling to put it to an end. It must be done if Wraeclast is to survive.
The Blight, a creeping black fungus that feeds on the will of its hosts. Pulsating with toxic blood too dangerous to touch, too dangerous to ignore. We must drain the ichor of this dark infection. Its mindless husks will protect its core. So I build weapons, towers which conjure flames, chill the air, move the earth. Even so, I need your might. And to the mighty go the spoils. The source of this blight is out there. Its black tendrils reaching for us. We will seek it out and purge it! The Blight is here! And we are the cure.
In the Blight League, Sister Cassia is trying to stop the spread of the mind-controlling Blight by destroying fungal growths. When attacked, the Blight commands infected monsters to defend it. The monsters mindlessly follow the Blight's tendrils, only attacking foes directly in their path. The infected are unusually tough, so you'll need to build defensive towers to exploit each monster's specific weaknesses. For each tendril lane you defend, a chest will appear with your rewards. These rewards can include oils, which Sister Cassia can combine together to enchant certain items. Blighted maps contain larger pockets of infection. Cleanse these for rewards, including unique items which can be enchanted with notable passive skills. In Path of Exile Blight, we also have a focus on giving you more control over when you run side content. Master missions now stack for later if you don't run them immediately. This expansion also contains significant revamps to the Saboteur, Assassin, and Necromancer Ascendancy classes, as well as an additional bar of skill bindings. Check out Path of Exile Blight on September 6.
In the heat of battle, a single moment may fill an eternity.
And in the blink of an eye, an eternity passes, and the battle is won or lost.
Not why we fight.
We know only that we must. We are the damned. We are Legion!
In the Legion League, you'll discover timeless monoliths. When activated, they reveal a frozen battle between two armies from Wraeclast's past. Break open the monsters and chests with the most valuable rewards before the time runs out. Be careful which monsters you free, as the most rewarding are also the most dangerous. Journey to the domain of timeless conflict, where the eternal battle between the legions and their generals rages.
Path of Exile Legion also contains an extensive rework of melee combat. We've made all movement skills start instantly, added animation cancelling, made all skills draw their ranges correctly, changed all melee skills to be able to hit multiple adjacent enemies, and fixed up damage timing, ranges, and shapes across all attacks. Instant speed movement and defensive skills now let you respond to incoming attacks effectively. We've also overhauled the animation system to support chaining attacks together and better attack signaling. And we've also improved targeting, attack queuing, and hit feedback. In addition, we've extensively rebalanced all melee skills, melee ascendancy classes, added more defensive options for melee, removed the cap on chance to hit, and have made mechanical changes to certain skills like Cyclone, which is now a channeled skill. With all the melee combat improvements, we wanted players to be able to respond to monster attacks more easily. So we decided to rebalance many older monster skills, improving their signaling and giving the player the ability to dodge their attacks. You can check out Path of Exile Legion on June the 7th.
To be forgotten. A fate worse than death. It is as though my very thoughts are breaking, fracturing into tiny splinters. There are secrets buried in my memories, Exile. Important secrets. Save these memories. Preserve them. But move swiftly, lest you be forgotten. In this realm, ideas may be manifested into reality. Build paths to secrets long forgotten. Treasures you could only dream of, synthesized into your very hands. A chance to create something truly unforgettable.
In Path of Exile Synthesis, you will meet Cavus and help him recover his lost memories. Enter Cavus's memories and stabilize them by fighting your way to memory stabilizers before they decay. Connect these memories together in the Memory Nexus to reach distant memories containing dangerous bosses and valuable rewards. Memories decay after a few runs, so plan your path carefully. Decaying memories yield fractured items with broken mods that are locked in place. Consume these fractured items to synthesize new base types with custom implicit mods based on the fractured items you used. Synthesis also contains a complete balance overhaul of all spells in Path of Exile, 6 new Chaos and Holy spells, and significant incentives for handcasting, including several new support gems. Check out pathofexile.com/synthesis to learn more.
The ancient code of life and death is broken. A devious plan of necromancy, unrelenting and frighteningly efficient. They call themselves the Immortal Syndicate.
I will do as you ask, so long as you spare me.
Have nothing to hide. Only strength matters.
Go on, do it. Cold-blooded betrayal. That's what I offer.
They claim they are immortals. We must prove they are not.
In the Betrayal League, you'll team up with Jun Ortoy to bring down the Immortal Syndicate. The Syndicate has 4 divisions, each with its own goals: fortification, transportation, research, and intervention. In each area you will encounter a Syndicate member. Other members can show up to aid their friends or sabotage their enemies. When the battle is complete, you must decide how to continue your investigation.
I had it all planned out. How could I lose?
I'm better than this.
Bargain, execute, interrogate, and even induce them to betray each other.
Starve the beast. Will not break it.
Your goal is to gain intelligence leading to the captains of each division. Raid their safe houses to pillage their supplies and uncover the ultimate identity of the Immortal Syndicate's mastermind. Each Syndicate member stores different item types in their safe house living quarters. High-ranked members will have better items. Each division has a different twist on item rewards. You will want to manipulate the Syndicate, maneuvering certain members into positions that are going to be the most rewarding for you. Syndicate members can drop veiled items. Take these to Jun and pick one of 3 options for the veiled mod. In Betrayal, the old cohort of Forsaken Masters have mysteriously vanished. Together, Einhar, Alva, Nico, Jun, and Zana have taken over as the new Masters. Their league content has become the new Master missions, including a simplified version of Bestiary where Einhar will net beasts for you. This expansion contains many other features, such as mastercrafting that doesn't require grinding master levels, a unified hideout system, and new skills. Check out pathofexile.com/betrayal to find out more.
They were right to fear me. Had they not taken my home of fire, I'd not have brought their fears to life.
You are hereby exiled.
Now I'm banished to Wraeclast. But to me, one land is like any other. The elements are my allies, the dead are my servants, and fear will be my closest foe. Exile was meant to be my death sentence. Instead, it was my rebirth.
Afraid of the dark, Exile? You should be. The darkness in this mine is alive. It's hateful. It's hungry. No light could lift this dark veil. Until now. monsters are the least of your concerns, for the darkness itself hunts us. What is it hiding? It's calling to us. Take what the Empire could not. Use it to conquer the Black Depths. Too far, or else lights out.
In Path of Exile Delve, you will explore the Azerite Mine, a pitch-black, infinitely deep dungeon. To pierce the darkness, you will need to find voltaxic sulfite on the surface. The sulfite powers a machine called the Crawler that generates light. The darkness of the mine will quickly kill you if you leave the light, so keep up with the Crawler. The mine is full of Azerite, a valuable resource that you can use to upgrade your equipment. Use flares to stay alive while exploring the dark. Throw dynamite to blow open walls and find hidden paths. There are a lot of valuable rewards in the darkness to tempt you, but be careful, the darkness itself is deadly. Lost civilizations deep underground created socketable currency items. Socket fossils into the currency for powerful crafting results. The Azerite mine gets harder and harder the deeper you go. Test the limits of your character in Path of Exile Delve.
The Vaal Temple of Axoatl. Wealth, decadence, cruelty, death. Lost for over 1,000 years. But there is a way to find Axoatl. I will thrust you into the past. But beware. Changing the past will transform the Temple's future. Defeat the architects. Open new paths. Steer the Temple's construction. Once we locate the ruins of Axoatl, everything within is ours for the taking. Are you ready? Let's make history.
Hi, I'm Chris Wilson from Grinding Gear Games. In Incursion, Alva Valai will transport you into the past to find the lost Vaal treasure temple of Atzoatl. By spilling more Vaal blood, your time in the past can be extended. When the incursion ends, the items you earned will shower at your feet. Changes made in the past will affect the temple ruins in the present day. Unlocking doors in the past will allow you to access those rooms later. Killing Vaal architects will let you swap or upgrade rooms in the temple. You should remove rooms with disadvantages and upgrade rooms which can contain valuable rewards. You only get 11 chances to upgrade the temple before you visit it in the present, so make sure you do as much as you can to maximize your profits. Once you've looted the ruins of Atzoatl, you may return to the past to reset the course of history and try again.
I am Veldo Kaiserius, Chief Archon of the Oriath Academy. I write in a fevered state, terrified by what I have become. Upon things not meant for the eyes of man. Spores of malignant madness that must be stopped. None of us are safe. An elder and indescribable evil, shrieking with immemorial lunacy. My sanity, ravaged by its relentless jaws. I hear its cry, echoing through my blistered mind. The Elder stands, knocking at the threshold. This war for the Atlas is a war for our sanity, a war for our world, a war for our souls.
In Oriath you were betrayed, beaten, banished. You owe it nothing. Yet still I must ask in Oriath's name. Help us. An insatiable hunger ravages this island. There are many who deserve what it offers, and there are many more who do not. You must turn the tide of this ravening flood before it consumes us all.
where the seeds of creation swirled before my eyes. It was there that I truly awoke. Countless worlds of promise and potential. Verdant canopies that shroud the world in darkness. Colossal caverns, vast and silent. Fields of dancing flames that never rest. Mountain peaks perched on a meadow of clouds. Spider's web, holding the crucible of life itself, mine to bend, break, and reshape. My crowning achievement, my atlas of worlds.
You stand before the gates of the Lord's labyrinth. Within these walls, the Lady of Justice doth preside. She shall weigh your mind in one hand, your heart in the other. Should she find you wanting, death shall be your sentence. Should she find you worthy, you will be given the loyalty and love of an empire. The Lord's labyrinth awaits you. Choose wisely, strike quickly, thrust completely, and may you find the ending that you deserve.
Look around you, Exile. What do you see? Wraeclast. A continent that knows 1,000 ways to see you dead. You know what I see, Exile? Oriath is a country lashed together by countless rules and expectations. Wraeclast has only one rule. Fight. And only one expectation. Die. You know where you stand in Wraeclast, and where you will fall. We Forsaken Masters, we've been standing here for some time now. We know what it takes to survive, to conquer, to call this land our home. The question is, Exile, do you?
Sacrifice. It is the most noble, most beautiful act a mortal may perform. It is an act of divinity. To sacrifice is to give yourself to something greater. To sacrifice is to transform the world. I see it in your eyes, your blood. You do not feel my words. You are selfish, afraid. Do not let fear stand between you and your destiny. Give me your heart, and I will give you beauty beyond your darkest dreams.
They named me Sinner. They stripped me of my life. But this land was a wealthy land. Bounty as plentiful as bones. There is a life here, if I have the will to take it. I will take from others. I will use others to take from this world. Or I will fight alone. I am an exile, condemned to live in fear. survive, I must do but one thing. Conquer the beast within.
Of all the human refuse that I exiled from Oriath, it is you that stands before me. I am touched by your devotion, Exile. You have suffered adversity, agony, anguish. To share this moment with me. Wraeclast has been good to you, stripped you of fear. I offered the gift of exile, and you used it to reinvent yourself. I couldn't wish for a more potent instrument. Today, I ascend to godhood, and your death shall pave the way.
They exiled me. A Templar of the Order of Oriath. One of their own. My only crime? Seeking the truth. They think themselves better than the criminals and savages of this god-forsaken continent. Our forefathers, they did this to Wraeclast. They caused the cataclysm. My dreams tell me this. Visions of a path that no one in Oriath wishes to know. If no other will answer this question, then it falls to me, a man of faith, a man of purpose. My visions are growing stronger and darker by the day. The fiends that block my way, they are merely symptoms of the disease, sores to be lanced. My misguided Templar brothers have placed me at the heart of the mystery. I will pierce that heart, bleed the truth out of it. My God is with me. My light, my courage, my power. He will remain at my side as I walk this path through this nightmare.
My thanks to you. There'll be a few less hungry mouths around the campfire tonight. But really, taking a few empty cutthroat heads, where's the challenge in that? You're a long way from the arenas and dueling halls. But I know the blood that runs in your veins. cries out for a challenge, for a worthy adversary. And I know just the candidates. The half-wit and the whore. That scar across Kraden's skull, I addled his brains a little, but not enough to slow down those blades of his. And keep a lyra at sword's length. Don't bother to cut her heart out. You won't find one. When their blood stains the ground at your feet, tell them that Oak sent you as a parting gift to two of his oldest friends. Now, do we have a deal, Duelist? Or do we have a problem?
Think your dark magic will help you, witch? Greater than you have tried. Captains wreck their ships at the siren's call. Their ghosts are just some of her minions. Even if you reach her lair, she'll twist your senses and poison your mind. Your powers are worthless.
You were warned, witch!